Before we say sharp to you on this 14th of May broadcast here of Morning Live, a while ago the National Youth Development Agency, or the NYDA, changed its program from giving loans to giving grants. The youth organization will announce its latest list of beneficiaries, and here to talk to us about this is Linda Dlova, who is the Executive Manager of Communications at the NYDA. Linda, good to have you. Welcome to Morning Live.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for stepping in, because I know this was a last-minute thing for you. Yashin is delayed.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, all right,
coming
good.
Back from overseas.
Well, let's get the message across, because it's very, very important. How does it work? How is this all going to work, this grant program?
Basically, the grant program was established over a year ago with a target of 5 enterprises that we're trying to reach. The reality on the ground is that there are a lot of survivalist entrepreneurs that typically cannot access financing from your banks and so forth.
Yeah.
So for us, the strategic intention, or rather the change, really focused on how do we ensure we assist young people that typically cannot get assistance from anywhere else. So our focus is really on your survivalists, your typical trader, your vendor, and really the specs there go from 1,000 Rand to 100,000 Rand, and that's basically the threshold.
Okay, so that's who this is aimed at. That's the particular group it's aimed at.
Yeah.
Are there criteria to qualify?
Very simple. You just have to be between the ages of 18 to 35 and have a business idea, either a business that's already established or a business that's growing. It's that simple.
That's simple.
That's simple.
I mean, what are you looking for? I mean, there must be obviously some sort of criteria in terms of, you know, this is a good idea, this is what we think would work. Do you have a panel that decides, or do you give everybody an equal opportunity?
We do give everybody an equal opportunity. At the end of the day, we've got committees, absolutely, that look at the business ideas that are coming through. Those are then looked at in terms of what are the needs of that particular area. What are the requirements to be able to assist this person, to be able to take them to the next level. So it's not only about the financing component, which is the actual grant itself, but also the business support services that we will actually also give this young person. Over and above that, we would also then give them a mentor. So it's a combination of the grant, the non-financial business support services, as well as then a mentor to actually guide them through a 24-month process.
How do you go about actually contacting the NYDA to become a beneficiary of this grant?
Okay, we've got our toll-free call centre, 0800 52 5252. Alternatively, you can go onto our website, www.nyda.gov.za, and we actually have 14 branches that are across all across the provinces, across the country. That information is also available on our website, and also Twitter and social media. We suggest that our young people just follow us.
Follow you on Twitter.
Absolutely.
What is it
is there.
NYDA?
At NYDA.
Okay, so just give me the number again, sorry, 0800?
0800 52 5252,
okay,
and it is a toll-free number.
So it's toll-free. What about the youth that are studying, but they still have a business plan?
Absolutely.
Are they able to?
Absolutely, they are. There.
So that it's not that you have to have already, you know, done one thing and move on to another.
No.
Because it's good to be studying at the same time.
Yes.
I mean, your funds are so limited at that time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're encouraging basically all young people, make your way to the nearest NYDA office, use the contact details that we've given, and we'll be able to look at your individual circumstances and be able to let you know whether or not you actually can go through. But I'd like to also mention the fact that we have a partnership with SIFA and IDC. So those young people that don't necessarily qualify for the grant, but are also be able to qualify for a loan, we're able to assess them, and basically we then serve as a conduit for SIFA and IDC.
Yeah.
And it's a fund, 3 billion Rand fund.
That's what I wanted to ask you.
3
How much are
billion
we
Rand
looking at?
fund
3 billion Rand?
That has been ring-fenced, yes.
Yeah.
So the grant program, an allocation of 25 million Rand has been set aside.
Yeah.
And then for the loan financing through these other 2 partners that I've mentioned, 3 billion Rand has been set aside.
What is the time frame in order to, because, you know, you've almost got to have a time frame.
Absolutely, we do. Our turnaround time is 29 days.
29 days?
29 days.
Wow. Starting from?
The minute your application comes through and all the necessary documentation has been received, we will guarantee you a response within 29 days that says, yes, your application has been approved or not.
Okay, that's great to hear, because a lot of people, they sit waiting and thinking, you know, maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but you go ahead. Do you give reasons as to why an application is declined to help young business entrepreneurs, perhaps by telling them, we don't think this is a good idea and these are the reasons why?
Absolutely.
Or do you just say, sorry, you haven't qualified?
No, you know what? At the end of the day, it's about empowering young people. It's about making sure that they walk away more enriched so that when they take the next step in terms of an application sometime down the road, they've got insights into where it is that they've possibly gone wrong. So our business development officers would typically sit with them and take them through their application and why it is that they were not able to get through. Or for that matter, the letter that we then send through is fairly detailed. So it is a customized letter. It's not a generic one.
And then in terms of, if you do qualify, are there follow-up procedures from the NYDA to see how the money is being utilized? Because,
absolutely,
you know, obviously sometimes it can obviously go to the wrong causes and not necessarily for what they had initially said they wanted it
absolutely. Customer orientation for us is key. So we do monitor very closely. As indicated, we also have a mentor that would be on board for a full 24-month period. And then there is, staff from within the NYDA that would absolutely monitor this young person's progress. At the end of the day, we want them to move from survivalist to the next level. Hence, we are encouraging them, come to the NYDA to be able to access a grant fund, but we want your business to grow, and this is why it is that we would then take you to the next level through an IDC or CFA. All
right, let's leave it there. Linda, thank you for coming in. Phone that number to toll-free number 0800 525252. Visit the NYDA website. I imagine it's
nyda.gov.za.
So it's .gov.za.
That's it.
Visit the website. You'll be able to find that. 29 days turnaround time. There's 25 million rand that's being made available to help starting up on when it comes to the youth and some business opportunities. Linda Dlova, who's the Executive Manager of Communications at the NYDA, talking to us. All right, that brings us to the end.